Yeah, thanks, Rob. We're looking forward to you coming on when Julie's here in a future week. Now, this is the presentation back across at Hove for the second race this evening. Of course, kids on school holidays, so we're going to see loads of kids on the podiums over the next few weeks, of course.
And especially down in Brighton. I mean, you know, it's just great fun in that part of the world, isn't it? You know, that a fantastic place to be, and then coming back to the dogs after you know, walk along the pier or whatever. Superb. They're loving it.
They certainly are. Punters are loving Droopy's Reason by the looks of things across in the first heat of the Sussex Cup, as short as 2's on. And they're the runners out on parade. 5-2 trap 3 Rio Torino. It is 8-1 trap 5 Sid's Dream and 10-1 Barlows. We'll have a little look at the parade, then we will show you some Droopy's Reason form in a few moments. Of course, if you're going to have an anti-post bet, you've got to be quick, because you've got about two, maybe 3 minutes to get it. Would you anything you want to play anti-post, or too difficult?
I thought it was tough, really. I thought TJ's was interesting, really. I almost see just on trials that he may have come on from Wimbledon even more. I think it would play to his strengths. Patrick made the point that, you know, maybe he might just struggle to get a run on the inside. I think it's just top quality, really. I mean, that would be the only one I'd kind of have a thinker.
Okay, I like Bridge Honcho, but it's very, very open. Let's have a look at Reason anyway. Droopy's Reason here behind Droopy's Ed Moses. So obviously a big run from Reason here in trap 3 will boost Moses' chances maybe later. Not that he needs much boosting, to be fair. What do you make of the run here from the Cahill dog?
I thought it was a great effort, really, because you know, Droopy's Ed Moses is running massively into form, and at this stage Droopy's Reason has done what he usually does. I mean, he's kicked on, got great back straight pace himself, but no match for Droopy's Reason, who's going to absolutely swoop round the outside and go away strongly. And you know, he's an absolute machine, Ed Moses. You know, so I don't think there's any disgrace, put it that way, really. I mean, it just he's improved. I think he's another one, a little bit like TJ's, that maybe has just stepped up following the derby. Definitely,
and he's got his red jacket as well. If you go through his form, his best runs here have been in the red. Droopy's Reason. I mean, he's obviously very short tonight. There's no getting away from that. Is he too short, therefore, at 2's? And I mean, you've got Rio Torino in there. Obviously, has got some pretty decent form. One or two others, but you know, 2's on.
It's plenty short enough. I mean, I do think that I just can't see anything getting to him. That's the thing. I mean, if he completely made a hash of the start and didn't lead, then, you know, that would bring in Droopy's Hooper and Rio Torino, but he's on the inside of those. You know, could still pace up and use the rails. And thereafter, you know, KGB, Sid's Dream, Bonamassa Buddy. I mean, are they going to be good enough to get to him? I don't know. I mean, you know, Bonamassa Buddy's an interesting sort. At 50-1, I'd have him, you know, in full cast and tri-cast, because, you know, dog has ability, always has had. But for me, it's about 1. I'd probably go 1 to beat 2.
Okay, they all in. Well, 1 to beat 2 should pay okay, if that were the case. Reason over Hooper, but all eyes on Seamus Cahill's runner. Then in trap 1, first heat of the Coral Sussex Cup. We're delighted to bring you live coverage here on Racing Post Greyhound TV of one of the big midsummer four-bend competitions. The hare is on the move over the 5-on-5 metres. And that is it, they race away, and it's a level enough start here. Droopy's Reason right up on the inside, just coming to challenge now, going on KGB, and Sid's Dream 5 tries to get round the outside, a little bit of buffeting in the middle. Rio Torino moved up, then took a nudge, and now Droopy's Hooper has gone into second here. So Droopy's Reason has cleared away, looking good at the moment for the odds-on favourite. Droopy's Hooper, Hobbs' forecast pick, has got into second, then Rio Torino 3. They come towards the final bend. Hooper's trying to make some headway on Reason, who's still 2 or 3 lengths ahead, though. Down the straight, trap 1 has got it. Droopy's Reason, the favourite, is going to hang on by a couple of lengths in the end. It was tight second between 3, Rio Torino 2, Droopy's Hooper.
I think Torino's run an interesting race, isn't it? I mean, when you think some of the 400-metre form at Romford, you'd fancy he'd be a little bit sharper than he is. I mean, but he's run on very, very strongly. I mean, he's certainly the runner to take out of this race, but going into the first bend, couldn't live with the pace earlier, Droopy's Reason. 5's pacing up, is going to keep wide, and thereafter sort of struggle to figure. And 2, actually, to be fair to Torino, 2's got up the inside. Droopy's Hooper, you know, he's a very fast dog for split times, and probably that's no disgrace. And I think it just kind of put 3 off his stride, to be fair to the white jacket, who stayed on very, very well. But Droopy's Reason's running very, very strongly. Yeah, 5-1-5 really does test his stamina, but Droopy's Hooper not likely to come from off the pace to beat the 1, but 3 was absolutely mowing them both down after last bend.
You can see that Droopy's Reason's done enough to obviously win the race. Oh, it's on the nod, isn't it? They're 3 Rio Torino far side, and obviously Droopy's Hooper this side. That is not an easy one to call for the minor positions, but it has gone to Droopy's Reason, so the short price favourite has obliged in heat number 1 of the Sussex Cup this evening. What we'll do now, we'll take a short break. We'll come back with more in a few minutes.
You can't beat the sheer excitement of racing. The build-up, the anticipation, the sound, the drama, the nail-biting tension as you will your horse on. And if you place a bet at bet365.com, it makes it even more exhilarating. Bet365.com, anything can happen.
Now, 10-11 at Romford. Joint favourites, Bonamassa Rocks and Shane Boy Aussie, each at 5-2. Glanmire Lad at, sorry, let's see me doing that. It's like I'm lighting a fire. At 3-1. Phil, how did you see this?
So I was just laughing at this email from Arthur. He said, "Hi guys, great show as usual. At last, there are 3 men on this show with a decent dress sense." Says, "Last night I turned on, I thought I was looking at Just William and the little one off the Crankies."
Which was which?
I don't know, right? That made me laugh. I'm going with 2, Shane Boy Aussie. I know he's got the presence of Bonamassa Rocks on his inside, but I thought Shane Boy Aussie, you know, he broke quite well last week from 3. Just that it was that horrible bend, you know, Carl McCaw's banged out and, you know, showed his pace, and they all crowded in behind, and that was it, job done. Prior to that, he ran well to beat Tunnel Tiger. I can see him clearing one to the bend, and then if he does, you know, he's been going for short prices. All of a sudden, he looks a bit backable to me. He was 11-4 earlier today, 5-2 here. It's a good race. I mean, some very good dogs. One of these typical Friday night races, but I'll go with the 2.
OK, well, since you've gone with Shane Boy Aussie, let's have a look at Shane Boy Aussie winning. This is penultimate start, winning from Trap 1, beating Tunnel Tiger, that probably just described. Yeah,
and what this goes to show you is that he doesn't have to lead Shane Boy Aussie. Once upon a time, he was very much dependent on that. He's got good back straight gears. He's not bothered about going past dogs. And Tunnel Tiger again, you know, this shows, you know, how much this dog's progressed as well. You know, he's run a stormer there. But I think Shane Boy is much, for me, more likely to get his clear run than the 4.
So Shane Boy Aussie for the Coral supports the RGOA standard. Now, just to tell you, if you're wondering where Shane Boy Aussie is, he doesn't parade. He's been excused parading duties, as it were. So that's all fine and dandy. Ian?
Well, I'm with Tunnel Tiger. I thought he ran a decent race the time before last, and was a bit unlucky not to make the bend last Friday as well. I can possibly see 1 and 2 coming together out of the boxes, which may let 4 go to the bend in front. I think if he's in front, then they'll find it hard to peg him back. I don't think Five's showing the same sort of braking skills that he done a year ago. The worry here is Youngie's dog in 6. I think he can win with the kennel guard dog at the moment, aren't he? So
yeah.
He's in such hot form.
Well, that line of form looks quite good now, beating Killer Collar Car at the Sunderland as well.
So I'm just looking at a bit of value. I think it was about a 6-7 to 1 chance, maybe even bigger today. So trap 4 for me.
Nap of the week for me, Jason. Bonamassa Rocks, trap 1 from Joseph. Returns to home track after good runs at Wimbledon and should beat these. I tend to agree with you. JPEG J 5-6. I don't believe that other thing you wrote there, JPEG. Best of luck to you all. This is an absolute corker, and away they go. And stumbling really, Bonamassa Rocks out of those traps, and it's 5 Clan My Lad who goes on. 5 is leading up, but just goes wrong there, and 3. Load Henry now leads up. It's 3 leading up to a 4, 1, 6 and 2. So it's 3 Load Henry. Bonamassa Rocks, though, coming through for more on the inside. Load Henry still out in front. Bonamassa Rocks is dangerous from there, you would think, but 3's pulling out more, and 3 wins. 3, 1, 4. 3 Load Henry wins then. I do hope that Glen My Lad will be okay there, but it's 3 who wins that race. Load Henry. Lots more action to come after the break.